Hey, what's up guys? Alright, so today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about our frame upper control arm mounts. This is the straight version. You can see it's not offset at all. And then we also have the 15 degree and 25 degree angle upper control arm mounts. So that's angled offset off your frame. So your frame would be 0, which is straight. Then you have 15, 25. And then we have some other parts that go along with that, but it's gonna show you how these guys fit together, why they're different than what's already out there on the market, and just go over the benefits of that. And then it's also a quick installation guide, so check it out. Alright, so I'm going to show you a little bit about our new straight upper control arm mount for a frame. So here she is, all 1/4 inch steel, laser cut, CNC bent. So we got 3 parts here. Oh yeah, nice tight fit. Okay, here's the main piece. So this gets welded to your frame. Okay, so this guy, again, main piece, this only goes one direction. This would be your frame side. And then this is kind of where your joint goes. Then we have the two notches on both sides. So the purpose of these is to get rid of the guesswork and the trying to hold each piece when you're tacking this all together. Really just makes it a lot more simple. If you are using wide joints, the 2 5/8 inch wide joints, like this old guy, like most of your joints out there, then this is ready to go. So you're always going to have the correct mounting width. It's oversized a little bit so that your joint isn't too tight going in between the 2 sides. So say you're mocking up your chassis, you would just throw these in. Oh, off a little bit here. Perfect. So see that little tabs in there. We're lined up here, lined up here. It's locked in place. This one, pretty similar. You have our 2 tabs here and here. So just kind of slide this in from the front. Now you could put like a small tack on this little tab here, or you could hold it if you want. I'd probably just tack that because then you can just bend it off later and just grind that quick. So we're gonna call this our frame. This is probably taller than most of our frames if you're working on a Jeep or something, but if you're working on a truck, this is probably a similar height that you'd be working with. But I kept these as compact as possible so that they fit on like small height frames. So basically, you know, you would maybe tack on the bracket where you want it, run your numbers on the 4-link or 3-link calculator, and then, you know, figure out where you want this thing. You also have adjustability. Each hole, which is 9/16 inch, is 1 inch apart. So you can also adjust down the road with that. So, all right. So you want this guy here. So I just throw tack on, you know, wherever, the bottom, because you're working probably underneath this thing, and then the back somewhere. Then you can pull these guys out. Obviously that would still be on the frame. Pull them out. Now you got this. you have this wide open for welding. So you can get this whole inner seam and at least the back and bottom of the outside. Depending on how much clearance you have, you might be able to get the top here too. But the benefit of this style is that when your two sides go back in, they're going exactly where they were before because they can't really move. And you're also getting really easy access to the joints on the main part. So then once you weld that all up, then you can stick your inner piece in. Tap around with a hammer. Okay. Didn't know tight. So that'd be like this. Again, you can access this entire inner joint here, fillet joint. So you have a lot of room to work compared to the traditional bracket that you have to weld together first before attaching it. And yeah, it just makes it a lot more easy access, and you're able to get the whole thing here. Now, if you wanted, you could weld this all together before attaching it. Say if like you have the body off the frame or something, where you have good access to this whole bead or this whole seam here, the whole joint. You're not going to be able to get this inner joint though at that point. So it's whatever works best for your situation. But again, the point of this is that you have really easy access each piece to weld it in separately, and that the two sides and basically the mounting width of this thing is always going to be the same. It's just the way it's designed. So you're not going to weld it together and, oh, it's too narrow, I can't get my joint in. So now you got this welded in. Stick on our last piece here. Can't see the bottom there. There. Tack her on. Yeah, so you weld it up and it's good to go. So we got our joint, Johnny joint here. This isn't tacked, so it's gonna fall apart. Especially with the washer on, it'll be out another 1/8 of an inch or so. But you'd have to sneak in the nut with a wrench and a washer. But there is plenty of room to get from the bottom. You can get your wrench on it very easily. There she is, plenty of room, plenty of clearance. It's the middle hole. And here's our beautiful mounting width. There's just enough clearance to slide in there, but it's not too wide, and it'll stay consistent as long as you have this piece flush with the edge here. Here's our top. That's that.